Hey everyone, Ank here from Gann Research. Today's video is about 7. Let's be honest, you might have heard about 7 from Gann or someone else, who is in this Gann field. But what does it actually mean? What is this innocent looking number hiding behind its appearance? So 7 is considered to be a holy number, and this was the day when God rested. 7 is also the third prime number. So where can we find 7? There are 7 colors in the rainbow. There are also 7 musical tones. It is a saying everything exists in 7, which was popular during ancient times, where they said that there are 7 oceans and 7 seas. Let us look at some other facts we can look about 7 from Mr. Gann and Mr. Bear. Let's start with Mr. Bear. What he has to say about number 7. On this channel, we have discussed about George Bear's book, The Egg of Columbus. In that book, he talks about 7 wonders of the world in great detail. Again, we see 7 in this book as well, because he has discussed 7 wonders of the world in great detail in this book. He has mentioned 6 times in this book. Why this information can be useful, it is possibly a keyword, as we discussed. A keyword is used as hint, which hides more information about it, depending upon how and where it is used. Additionally, he mentioned some unusual food sequence. Why would he even talk about something like that in such a small book? Interesting. George Washington. It is a book by George Bear. Now, this is the first time I am talking about this book, but we'll surely try to make a separate detailed video on this book. The mention of 7 is 17 times in this book. In The Tunnel Through the Air, Mr. Gann depicted himself as Robert Gordon. Similarly, in this book, George Bear has depicted himself as George Wollston. This book is a journey of a trader learning cycle system. He talks multiple times about ellipses, jiggly lines, and time cycles. These concepts are discussed openly and makes a researcher aware of the tools to understand the markets. These concepts were not discussed by Mr. Gann, so it is important to read as much content as possible to gain insights to these mysterious methods used by these great traders. I suggest you to read this book if Mr. Gann interests you at all. Let's start with book Tunnel Through the Air. Word 7 is mentioned 47 times. Why would that be? 7 is such a special number for Mr. Gann because he has mentioned it multiple times. And 7 times 7 is 49, which is an important number mentioned by Mr. Gann as well. Okay. The way NASA uses mathematics and laws of physics to predict movement of spaceships to the decimal accuracy, very accurate. Similarly, Mr. Gann used laws of mathematics and nature to accurately forecast the markets based on natural laws. This might not look as a possibility as it is not commonly known, but it is as true as the law of gravity, which governs the movement of planets and everything around. If you remember, Gann said gravity centers are very important. Here we have another type of gravity. Let's take a quick trip back to our favorite books forward, The Tunnel Through the Air. The book has 3 purposes. First is an interesting romance. Second proves the natural laws laid down in the Bible. Third shows value of science, foreknowledge, and preparedness. Preparing for the future. When you read it the third time, a new light will dawn and you will find the hidden secrets, the veiled meaning, and will understand why the Bible says, "Seek and you shall find, knock and it shall be opened unto you." And you will want to understand more about the Bible then read the Bible 3 times and you will know why it is the greatest book ever written. And later he says you will understand why Jesus rose on the 3rd day and rested on the 7th day. Robert Gordon's 7 days will no longer be a mystery. Robert Gordon's 7 days seems to be a highlight for this forward endbook. Let's quickly take a look at the infamous Robert Gordon's 7 days. On July 20th, he had completed all preparations and had all his armies and all his airships and aeroplanes equipped with the sleeping gas machines. Instructions had been given that this should pass over the lines from the Gulf of Mexico to the Great Lakes, from Los Angeles to Seattle, and send forth the sleeping gas and put to sleep the entire enemy army, so that they would be kept asleep for 7 days. Again, in this situation, 7 days of sleep. And the inventions are also mentioned. Okay. Robert Gordon traveled the world in 6 days and rested on the 7th day. Okay. So here he is using his inventions like sleeping gas, Mary the angel of mercy, and additionally demon of death. Let me know in the comments what other inventions he was using. Robert Gordon traveled across the world. World is like a globe, and destroyed the enemy's buildings and put them to sleep, which obviously God did not. Because if we think about God rested on the 7th day and Robert Gordon traveling the world, all of these inventions and events are keywords. It does not literally mean to destroy buildings. This book is about market forecasting. One might agree or not, because Mr. Gann was a master trader and he is disguising his methods here, disguising them as his inventions. It is our job as researchers to put in time and effort to understand what's been disguised as. Gann field is very vast and very tiring. I've spent years trying to find meaning of 7 and other special keywords Mr. Gann mentioned. Let me assure you, these methods do work because these are based on laws of nature and how they work. You can find proofs of these laws in ancient religious books like Bible, which Mr. Gann studied intensely, and you will find these laws in almost all old religious books because laws were hidden by ancients in the books. But why does it take so much time to understand? Because the information is very valuable, so it had to be protected. Think of it this way. The only way to open these methods hidden in the books is to go through the journey of vibration. Unlike the physical journey, this is a journey of mind where mind understands through vibrations. Like reading someone's emotions does not require words. Vibration will help you understand all there is. Vibration is the key. As the Bible says, knock and you shall receive, seek and you shall find. That's it for the videos. Take care. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.